Hey everybody, my name is Tania and this is my first YouTube video recreating this look that I have right here. If you guys are interested in seeing how I get to this look, foundation, eyebrows, all of that, then just stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm just going to get started on my foundation, but first I'm just going to put my hair back with this super cute headband that I bought at Rite Aid. When I was there, I bought this one. And I also bought this black lace one. They're super cute, but for today I'm just gonna use this gold one. It's super cute. I'm just gonna use it to push my hair back. And before I do my foundation, I'm actually gonna start with my primer. And the primer that I'm using right now is the Fenty Beauty primer, the Pro Filter one. But I'm just gonna start with the primer right here. I do have a big face, I will say that. So I do use a lot of primer. And I pretty much put it right on the centers of all the parts of the face, so a little bit on my cheeks here, but I'm just using the primer and it is pretty nice. It's pretty moisturizing and it does have a pretty thick consistency, but it does blend in really well, so I do like it. And I paid like 30 bucks for it, so I'm gonna use it. But I'm just gonna kind of let that sit on my face for a little bit before I do my foundation. But the foundations that I do use, I'm going to be using today, I'm going to be using 3 different types. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour full coverage. So right here. I'm also using the Revlon Color Stay. Shout out to my friend Maddie if you're watching this. I did cop this and it is really good. And the third foundation I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So I think that primer has set in pretty well. So I'm just going to go in with the foundations. I'll take my foundation, just shake it up real quick. And then I'll just do like a little pump on it. And usually I like to do half my face and then the other half. Sometimes I would put foundation just all over and just kind of do it. But I found that doing that, my foundation dries up really fast. And then it's really hard to blend it. And then you just kind of ruin it. See, I look crazy right now. But we just blend that in, and this is where all the magic starts. The brush that I'm using is the Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush. It's really nice, really easy to clean, not cheap. This is probably the most expensive brush that I've ever purchased. It was like 20 bucks. And then later I found a complete dupe for it by the makeup brand Jessup. I think that's how you pronounce it. Jessup. But they have all these brushes that are pretty much full on exact duplicates of Sigma brushes, which is insane because Sigma brushes, if you know, are pretty expensive. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do the other half of my face right now. Alright, I think I have finished my foundation. The powder that I'm using today is the Coty Airspun. Putting this powder on is like my favorite powder. It looks really good on the skin. It doesn't change the color. It doesn't do any of that. It's really good. So see, we're taking a lot of powder. And I just like to work on different parts of my face. And just kind of the same thing that I do with my foundation brush, stippling it on, I do the same thing with my powder. Because I want to get as most as I can on it. And I just work on different little parts of my face with the powder. So I have finally finished doing my foundation and powdering my face. So next we're going to move on to the eyebrows and then eyeshadow. See, I told you I was going to look crazy. Do I not look crazy? If I just ran up to you on the shoot like, can I have some money please? Like, you'd just be like, whoa, back up. But see, I'm cute though, whatever. Now it's time to do the eyes. Brows, eyeshadow, liner, and lashes. Alright, so the first thing I like to do with my brows after I do foundation and powder is just use a little spoolie and go through it just to get all the powder that might have gotten into my eyebrow hairs. And as you can see, usually my spoolie will get a lot of powder on it because I oftentimes will get powder in it. But right now, my favorite eyebrow product, which I've had for a while now, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I have mine in the shade Dark Brown. So I'm just going to do my other brow off camera so that we can just get started on the eyes. So I finished the brows as best as I was able to get them. My brows are very different, and so it's pretty difficult to get them to be as similar as possible, but I did what I could do, and now we are ready to move on to the eyeshadow. And the shadow that I will be using from this palette will be a mixture between this one right here. They actually don't, oh wait, no, they do have names. The name right here is Caliber, or Calabar. And then I will be using this shade right here, which is Ada. So this dark red and this glittery red. But I'm also going to be using one more red shade, and that is from this palette right here. Shout out to my friend Chandler if you're watching this. I still have this eyeshadow palette that you gave me like 5 years ago. This is a Profusion Elevation Multi-Tier Kit. But the shade I'm going to be using from this one is going to be this red shade right here. It's actually very, very pigmented. I really like it. So I'm going to go in and just zoom you in real quick so you can get a better look at my eyes. And so now that we're zoomed in, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to go in and just add a little bit more to that lid with the shade from the Profusion Multi-Tier Kit. So I'm going to go in with that red right there. And I'm also going to use my finger. Someone is calling me right now. Hello?
This is an important message regarding your current credit card account. You have made several.
So I'm just patting that in. And that's that. Let me brush off this extra fallout on my face. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with this little brush, and I'm going to go into that shade Ada and use it as my transition shade for the outer part of my lid. glitter that I use to add to the upper portion of my lid. See how pretty this is? It's just a glitter liner. Right above where I close my eyes is like where I put it, and I just line it all the way up. After we've done that, I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. And the eyeliner I'm going to be using today is just going to be those pen liners. This one's Rimmel London Scandal Eyes. There we go. Ooh, my back is killing. Like, wow. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? See, that's how you make the eye look bigger, is that you bring that eyeliner just down just a little bit, and then when you add your mascara, your eyelashes, it's gonna come out looking a lot nicer and a lot more put together. So I'm just gonna do my other liner off camera and my mascara also, and then I will come back to show you how I put on my lashes, which will start to really bring everything together. Okay, so now I've already done the liner on my other side, and I've also put on mascara. So now it is time for me to put on my lashes. Now my favorite lashes that I'm currently using are the Ardell Wispies. I have a big pack here. They're really pretty. They're like my favorite type. So let me just put this lash on, and now we'll go pick up my bronzer. So I'm just going to do my other lash off camera, and then we will be back to finish up my face. We're almost done. Okay, so I finally finished putting on my lashes. Now it's finally time to finish up the look with just some bronzer, blush, highlighter, and a lip. So for bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Hoola bronzer, like I mentioned before. And I'm just going to go into my bronzer and just start bronzing my face. Alright, now for blush, I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Blush in the shade 5 Luminoso. And a brush, swirl it around in there. This blush does have quite a shimmer in it, so if you're not really into shimmer blushes, I wouldn't recommend getting this one. But it kind of helps to sort of create that base for your highlighter. And I'm blushing it up. So I'm going to go in with a highlighter that was super hyped earlier this year, the Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow. It's very pretty. It's like a chrome pink. And for my cheekbones, I'm going to be using the Trophy Wife highlighter by Rihanna. Now this one is super glittery and it's really pigmented, so it's good not to use too much of it, but for this specific look I did use a lot, so I'm just kind of gonna pile it on. But it's really, really pretty. This gold, look how that shines. See that? Wow, that's so pretty. And that was just like 2 swipes, so this highlighter doesn't play. And plus, if you're not really into intense makeup and you're kind of like into more lighter makeup, then I wouldn't recommend getting this highlighter. But it's good to, you know, get out of your comfort zone and just kind of play around with it. Look at that, that's so pretty. And then lastly, we're gonna end with lip gloss. Okay, so I finally finished the look. It did take me a little bit of time to do it, but this is sort of like a full glam, full face kind of look, eyeshadow and everything. So it does usually take me a little bit of time to get it done. So if you guys like the way that this look came out and you'd like to see more videos from me, make sure you like this video, comment down any thoughts that you have about this video, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And I will hopefully see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.